Welcome to the Buccaneers Observer. This is Ralph Phillips.
I'm Molly Bay.
Molly Bay. Right here. Right there. What's going on, Molly? We got some news?
We got a little bit of news. So the final-ish roster cuts. We've cut the roster down to the 53-man roster. We'll do a more in-depth analysis of all this in the podcast, which will be out Monday. But for as far as the stragglers go, the people cut on Saturday, here's who we've got per Greg Auman. Offensive lineman A.Q. Shipley. This one surprised me because he was a BA guy.
We just got him.
I know, we just got him. Outside linebacker Kazan Daniels. Remember Kazan from last season?
Yes.
Offensive lineman Zach Shackelford and outside linebacker Michael Divinity. Divinity. These are all the cuts I have.
That might cost us. We're cutting Divinity.
I know. So we're just asking for trouble. Per Greg Auman's feed, these were the cuts I got from today. I think we had like 8 spots to cut today. I don't remember, but these were the ones that I saw he had reported. He did report a bunch of guys that made the team. So thanks, Greg. We have defensive lineman Pat O'Connor, outside linebacker Quentin Bell, which I've heard a lot of good things about him. Offensive lineman John Mulchin, wide receiver John Hurst, who Greg Auman says we're gonna put him on IR. And I guess the IR rules this year, they only have to be on there for a few weeks. So
yeah, I think it's 3 weeks.
Yeah, so we can pull him back in. Right. Outside linebacker Cam Gill, who again I've heard good things about. Cornerback Parnell Motley. Offensive tackle Josh Wells, and center Anthony Fab. You know what? I think Anthony got cut. I think he's in the wrong list. Anyway, Justin Evans. What? Justin Evans was put on the PUP list. So per Greg, this gives him 6 weeks to recover from that foot, ankle injury, whatever's wrong with him, before the Bucs have to do anything with him. I thought that we would cut him.
I did too.
But here we are. I guess it doesn't count against the roster if he's on the PUP list. So that might be a good decision. Maybe they don't want to have to deal with it right now. And Greg said that players that got cut on Friday clear waivers Sunday at noon.
Oh, okay. Right.
So Sunday
So it was
at
more
noon,
than 24 hours.
Yeah. And so tomorrow we might start seeing the practice squad, how that's going to shape up.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting with that practice squad because this year it's going to be a lot different. Previous years, the practice squad guys were, when they got brought up, you couldn't put them back on or some crap. And then this year, you can switch them back and forth. Mm-hmm. Everything is different this year, guys. So
it's just a weird
deal
year.
With it. We had our fantasy football draft today. I picked all Buccaneers. I got Tom Brady, Mike Evans, Ronald Jones, Rob Gronkowski, Buccaneers defense, Ryan Suckup, Leonard Fournette. I even got McCoy, Scotty Miller.
You are just out of control.
I went all Buccaneers. I'm like, screw it.
Forget it. It's a throwaway year.
Yeah, it's a throwaway year anyhow. Not that I'm saying these guys ain't going to be killing it, but
they're probably going to kill it.
They're going to kill it.
They're going to kill it. But you are certainly putting all your eggs in one basket.
Hey, man, I put my money where my mouth is.
We had somebody, the person in our league that drafted last, picked Matt Gay. Yeah, I was like, you can't be serious. He might get picked up. Mike Evans restructured his contract again this year. So that
just happened today, right?
Yes, that just happened today. This is from Pewter Report. They said Evans was set to make $16.75 million in his base salary, and his cap hit was $17.95 million because of the restructure he did in 2019. So this year they've reduced his cap hit from $17.95 million to $8.3 million. So it'll be $7.1 million for this year, and then there was $1.2 million that had been prorated from last year's restructure. So they reduced his base salary to $4 million and converted $12.75 into guaranteed roster bonus.
One thing you could say about the Buccaneers, and this has been going on for over a decade. I can't remember the guy's name that handles the salary cap stuff, but he's a genius. We never have salary cap issues, ever. I think last year we were a little tight, but we got everybody we needed. This year we got more than what we needed.
Yeah.
How we fit all these guys in is incredible. And we never have a lot of dead money either. I mean, these guys, they're amazing.
Yeah, the dead money is the big thing.
Yeah, you don't want that dead money.
No. And we rarely, I think earlier in the season, when we kind of looked at the cap situation, it was like $85,000 or something.
Yeah, it was pretty
And
rough.
then Carolina had like $11 million or something like that. It was just outrageous to look at the difference between the two teams.
Yeah, say what you want about the Buccaneers, but we manage our money well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Very well.
I know. I'm curious to see what they'll do next year.
Speaking of which, did you see Deshaun Watson got $160 million, or $177 with incentives, but $160 million contract this year? That's almost $40 million a year. It's a 4-year contract. And I think 110 of it is guaranteed.
That is crazy.
Whoa.
I mean, I get that he's a young guy still, but
yeah,
I don't like paying that much for quarterbacks.
No, I mean, that's going to...
Even like $30 million for Jameis, I was like, oh,
yeah,
I can't see paying that.
And it's like Matt Ryan. He's supposed to get like $41 million
this
year.
They're cutting him, or they're going to
is it next
restructure
year?
that. It's next year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a huge chunk of your salary cap for one guy.
And given that the salary cap's going to be so much less next year, you can afford it even less. Yeah. If they don't do something about it.
Yeah. So if they're paying Deshaun Watson $40 million next year and the salary cap is $140 million, it's like a third of their salary cap.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Woo. Glad I'm not in that boat.
I know.
They're going to have nothing but league minimum players. It's going to be Deshaun Watson and a bunch of scrubs.
I know. Oh, I have one more piece of news from Adam Schefter. The NFL is not allowing players into training facilities the day after games.
What?
Yeah, the NFL sent a memo to teams today. The only exception is if players get hurt, if they need medical attention, or if they have Thursday night games coming up, then they can come in.
I guess that makes sense somehow.
Yeah, so it's part of the COVID restriction.
Yeah. So Pro Football Focus had a ranking system put out. This is from Bucs Wire on USA Today. They have our pass rushers were rated the 22nd in the league.
Keep sleeping.
22nd in the league. They said, I'm going to quote this. It said, last season's sack champion Shaquille Barrett isn't quite as good as that status would have us believe. While he produced a career-high pass rush grade in 2019, it wasn't by much. The reality is a combination of significantly more opportunities. He had 256 more pass rushing snaps than any other year of his career, which is funny because he's never started.
Right.
And a little bit of pass rush luck. 22 of his 81 total pressures were either unblocked, cleanup, or pursuit plays, and a full third of his sacks led to a jump in production. Barrett has always been a good player, though, and that won't change in 2020. Just don't expect to see him leading the league in sacks again. Man, that makes me just want to slam the table.
Well,
like, what?
This, again, proves why Pro Football Focus is garbage.
Yes. Yep, exactly. Yeah, they're horrible. Absolutely trash. But that's not the worst of it.
Okay, what's the worst of it?
Guess where they ranked our secondary, our cornerbacks and stuff?
Oh, 32nd.
Yes. Dead last in the league. Boo! I don't know.
This is why they're bad at their job.
Yes. If you got a Pro Football Focus subscription, man, just you might as well just take that money and burn it. Because it's going to be just as good
they're
for the
so
environment.
bad.
Horrible stuff. So, yes, our pass rush is going to be better this year, and our secondary is going to kill a lot of people. We're going to start off with Drew Brees, week 1. we're going to see exactly how good our secondary is, and I think it's going to shock everybody.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. Until next time.
Go Bucs.